Hi, and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to show you what's new in release 062. My name is Attila Matev from NAN21, and let's go. First of all, I would like to give a brief overview of the new items. There are two new dialogues, actually one really new and the other one a little bit more enhanced. It's about customer relationships and the sales and distribution module, the orders and invoices. Another issue which is currently under development is in administration. We will go more deeply in it, actually setting up reporting report servers, integrate report servers and reporting capabilities. A little bit of navigational issues and enhancements, code refactorings, which I will not show you in this video. And at the end, I will tell you maybe a little bit of what would you expect from 063, the upcoming release. So let's proceed. First, the sales orders. It allows you to define orders entirely. This is an example of a very basic one. Let's create a new one. We have only one customer, this is not an issue. New, let's say Romanian lei. Document number, I would like to mention that this field for the moment has to be filled manually, but the automatic numbering function is going to be included in the next release. We hope to be included in the 063. Anyway, it's planned for sure for the first milestone release, which is 07. Yes, 07 M1, the first milestone. So let's proceed. Document date today. Price list. This is going to be linked also in a future version, and I will tell you a little bit about it. So for the moment, let's skip it. Bill to code, location, where to ship, where to bill, and so on. Let's save it. Add a new item. What we have available, apples, okay. Ordered quantity 12 kilograms, unit price, I don't know, 1.67, and save. So very basic sales order definition. There are a few fields here: bill to code, location, ship to code, location. These fields will be very useful in the future when you'll be able to automatically invoice an order, and this is going to be used for the billing function. The other one, when linked with the distribution module, then it will be used by the distribution functions. Okay. The other one, the invoices, very much the same pattern, as you can see. Another point, you can see here these little arrows, especially mainly these are attached to the combo boxes where you can have selections, and it's used just to very quickly look up the dialog where those values are defined. So until now, if you were in the middle of creating an invoice, for example, or whatever, and you just see that you want to bill for a customer which does not exist, Then you had to go to home page and go to CRM, business partners, and hopefully you know where this is located and find it out. Right now it's very easy, just click it and you can continue the work to define the new record. Come back. There is no data available, or you want to use some new. Okay, just click it and it opens the tab where you can define those values or just look up the existing values and come back to the current dialog and continue your work. Another point which I would like to show you, it's this small text here in the toolbars. Each toolbar has such a small legend which specifies the data source which is used by this particular data control. If you don't know for the moment what is the data source, what is the data control, these are a little bit of technical topics. There are several videos covering this data control, the data source architecture issues, so you can check it up and understand what's the point in here. So why is this important? Because you might want to define access rights, where exactly it is here, access rights, and defining an access rights. An access right means for a certain data source and a role, you define what functions are allowed and what not. It was very easy so far because you can see all the data sources available, but the question is which is exactly the data source which provides the data for this data control. Now it's very easy, just to grant some access for this dialog. You know that you have to work on the sales invoice. Let's come here, sales invoice, and this is exactly. Then choose your role and do whatever else you want. Okay. The same point helps a lot when you want to set up import sets. You might be familiar with these dialogues. These are the ones used for the initial data load. And let's say here, when we want to set up a file, a import file set or an import file, we would say that, hey, use this data source and read the values from this file. Okay, very nice, but suppose we want to export this invoice type. Export in CSV, visible columns, and okay, and which is the data source on which this operates? Well, it is the sales invoice type. So we can come here and say something like, for sales invoice type, use the file, the one which has been exported in here. Okay. Another issue which right now is kind of halfway, but I would like to mention it. It's the report server integration. Sorry, that's not the one, this one. So you'll be able to define various reports. For example, here to print a certain invoice or a certain sales order, there are lots of very good tools, reporting engines out there you might use in in your applications or in your company, one or many of them, the good news is that you can continue using your tools, define whatever kind of reports you want, even your existing templates for orders for employee or whatever else, and you can define them in your reporting engine and just declare here, let's say sales order, print sales order, rep 00 whatever one. It will run under it is published under a BERT server or Crystal reports or whatever. Just add some parameters, env ID, sorry, not env, order ID, save. Okay, and the missing point is that you will be able to link these reports, and especially the parameters and the reports, with a certain data source, and your reports will be available here in this context to be called for the current record. This is one usage scenario, and there will be also others, but just a very quick introduction right now. So for other upcoming events, just please check out the news page, the blog, and all the rest. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye bye.